Good morning, YouTube. PPS here, doing another Saturday edition play of the day here. This is our second week in a row doing it. It's about 8 a.m. here. We are just trying to get you guys a couple extra plays for this massive Saturday slate. I'm going to have UFC, I'm going to have college basketball today, and obviously NFL is going to be in the works as well. Hopefully, you guys were able to come in and pass the prop with us yesterday on the channel. If you didn't, if you really want to see all the plays, go to the end of the video or like around 20 minutes left. I put the whole ticker down with every play that we liked from John, Monotone, and myself. It was a really fun show. Actually, didn't really even feel like it was that long, to be honest. But the time flew by. We ended up putting out like 7 or 8 props. I had four props dropped. And I will drop one of them in here again today. And then I have my favorite play of college basketball today. So yeah, let's get started here. Oh, crap. Recap from last time. We didn't do it. VMI, best team in the country, baby. Best team in the country. Marshall, doesn't matter that you lost 7 in a row. You did lose this game, but hey, you covered the first half. That's all we needed. So another 2-0. We're on a 4-game streak right now over here on YouTube. And I'm looking forward to getting a couple more here and getting to 6 straight. I got 2 plays for you today. Let's get it started with one of my cash cows. They are back and better than ever. Eastern Washington facing Northern Colorado. I actually have this at 156.5. I'm seeing 157.5 a lot of places, so I would play it up to that. But I have it personally at 156.5. This line's been moving a ton lately, and I see why. This is going to be a very fun matchup. Big Sky matchup always screams points for me, and I always love Eastern Washington. They're my favorite team in this conference, and I bet on them quite a bit. So Northern Colorado traveling to Eastern Washington today, and I love this matchup just because the pace is going to be there, and we have a ton of great talent on the floor in this game. 97th in the country pace wise for Northern Colorado, while Eastern Washington is sitting at 44th in the country. So both teams want to run, and we actually might see more possession for Northern Colorado, which is great because they are very, very efficient offensively. And yeah, Eastern Washington right now is ranked around 176 in the country on the offensive side, but their defense is pretty bad, sitting at 262 in the country, according to Ken Palm's adjusted defensive metrics. But Eastern Washington scores. They average 77 points a game, 4 double-digit scores, and 75% from the free throw line. So obviously a lot of things that I do like in VMI do come up here for Eastern Washington. They also snipe. These guys have absolute snipers on the roster here. When we watch this game, you're going to see a lot of three-point attempts. Steele Venters, the number one scorer for Eastern Washington, shoots 47% from 3, 83 from the line, and averages 17.5 points a game. And obviously that's great. Everything is awesome there, but Northern Colorado can actually match that and better. Dalen Kuntz over there, averaging 19 points a game. Should have a field day with this defense, who, like I said, is ranked 262 on the defensive metrics, according to Ken Palm. On average, Eastern Washington, 77.5 points a game. Northern Colorado, 76 points a game. But if we're going to go into stats with these two teams specifically, the last 3 games, this over has hit for Northern Colorado. In the last 3 home games, this has hit for Eastern Washington. I really think this number is a little bit low. There is value on this number. That's exactly what I talk about on Pass the Prop. When the number gets high, it's hard for people to bet it because there's just like everything needs to go right. Well, this pace is you don't need everything to go right. We have good shooters. We got great free throw shooters. And we have 2 studs on both sides of the basketball that will be able to score on these defenses because Northern Colorado is 300 or below 300 in defensive efficiency. So we should see some points on both sides. If I had to lean aside, I really don't know. I'm very biased towards Eastern Washington because they made me a lot of money. It is pretty much a pick'em spread right now, which is even better. We could see some free throws at the end. But yeah, I really like this game. I really like this game for points. I really like this game for pace. And we should see some really good basketball here in the Big Sky Conference. And I'm hoping more people will start watching it because it will be on ESPN Plus. Should be a very fun matchup, very fun game. to be a part of. And one prop for NFL. This line is getting hammered, guys. Absolutely hammered. I grabbed this on DK yesterday at 260.5. Put it on show. It is sitting at 264.5 right now. Unfortunately, I'm going with this number. I gave it out at this number. It was at this number about 10 hours ago. So I'm going to keep rolling with it. I would take it up to 266, and then I'd do it up to 270 for one unit. But yeah, Packers going to be throwing this ball around. I think San Francisco's going to do a good job here on the run game. Their front seven is nice. Bosa is back. For pass blocking purposes, I don't really think that matters. I mean, everybody's talking about their pass rush, but like I said yesterday, Billy Turner's back. Bakhtiari did get a game under his belt, and we're getting the addition of Cobb, and we're getting Rodgers at home with the best receiver in football with the best matchup advantage on the weekend. Like I said, 99.5 matchup advantage for Adams this week. If we get Cobb re-entering, no MVS, switch that out with Lazard, who has been fantastic lately. This should be a Rodgers game, no doubt. Everybody's been talking about his struggles versus San Francisco. And this is a petty game here for Rodgers. Rodgers wants to shut all these people up. That's just the type of guy he is. He's a competitor. And I really, really, really like the spot here for Rodgers. Going over to 60.5 passing yards. His last 5 home games, I talked about this on the show yesterday. I believe he is 4-1 to this number. 288 versus the Vikings, 202 versus the Browns, 341 versus the Bears, 307 versus the Rams, and 292 versus Seattle. I'd take that Rams defense. I would over this D, and he just thrashed those guys. The pass rush there is way better, and they didn't have Bakhtiari. Now we're bringing him in. Obviously, if with Bosa playing, obviously that was a really bad injury last week. I do understand he's back, but how is he actually feeling? You know, like when you take a hit like that, obviously his neck shot back. That's very tough. That's a scary injury. But I really like Rodgers. I mean, there's not much else I could say. I always will say it. Go Pack, go. It is having a little flurries here today, or at least down in Milwaukee where I'm at right now. There's a little bit of snow, but it's not supposed to be snowing up in Green Bay right now. So I will actually probably text my parents because they live right up there, right by the stadium. So I'll send them a text to get the official weather report for this game. But really like Rodgers today. I think this is going to be a very fun game to watch. And hopefully we can get to that NFC Championship game this week. I can say we, guys. I always say that I am a part owner. I do have the stock for the Packers. I don't have it here with me. It's at my actual house. But, yeah, I can say we, and I don't have to feel bad about it. But Rodgers over 260.5. Eastern Washington over 157. Absolutely love this game. Absolutely love this the two-play slate. We get both these dubs. We're going to 6-0 in our last 3 video plays, or because we've had multiple plays per day. So if you guys could, please drop a like on this. We just passed 800. I thank all you guys for that. We're trying to get some likes on these videos. We have we're getting the subscribers, we're just not getting the likes. So if you guys aren't liking the content, unfortunately, I'll try to do better. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have a great weekend. Please make sure to follow me on Twitter if you don't already. I will have a ton of free plays today. I have a good feeling about today. Feeling really good. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys probably Monday. It should be a fun one. Have a good one. Peace.